And I'd like to introduce Kylie.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kylie, and tonight I want to talk to you about sharing and its role in fighting global inequality. So I'm a lawyer, but please don't let that put you off. I'm also a human rights activist. And I studied human rights because I thought it was the best way to fulfill the dreams of my 15-year-old self wanting to find a solution to global inequality. And since then, I've been lucky enough to work and volunteer with some amazing social thinkers in communities, non-government organisations, and the UN in Fiji, East Timor, New York, as well as in Australia. I learned how to think big in these places, and I listen to people. But I've also seen what doesn't work in human rights advocacy, like great ideas with the power to transform, but which remain stuck in high-level meetings, technical jargon, and that don't resonate. And this project, the Shared Initiative, is here to change that. I'd like to introduce you now to Mavis. She is 24, mother to 6-year-old Tanya. She finished high school but fell pregnant when she was 18, and she now runs a household of 9 people on her husband's income. So Mavis and I have very different backgrounds, but Mavis is one of my closest friends. I first met Mavis in 2008 when I shared a room with her for a year and her baby daughter in a village just outside of Suva in Fiji. And it was somewhere within the walls of this village house, embraced by Mavis and her family, that I was taught the power of empathy and the possibility of close human connection across 2 very different worlds. I thought, what if everyone could experience this feeling? It was where I first began to wonder, what if empathy, the shared bond that connects us, could be harnessed on a global scale? How could the intimate experience of the so-called other be leveraged to help combat global poverty and inequality? Poverty can be a hard thing to talk about, I know, it's so far away from a lot of us. And for me, sharing was a huge key to unlocking this. What if we could change our understanding of the world, of poverty and inequality, from this to this? The Shared Initiative is about unleashing the power of sharing, of our common human experience to tackle global inequality. Unlike traditional top-down approaches, we're using storytelling and creative media, painting, photography, creative writing, to let a sharing agenda unfold from the grassroots. Storytelling lets us all become part of a powerful shared narrative, and the creation of story can multiply our impact. If people feel like they're part of the story, they have to take action. We're opening up new spaces through an online and visual platform for people to share their stories. Now, this might be a mathematical diagram, but this is a beautiful, fruitful space. We are visiting schools and communities around the world, asking, what does sharing mean to you and to the world? And we're then collecting and sharing these stories. And if you look at our pilot program in Fiji, there is a huge depth of creativity and inspiration to be harnessed. We want to mobilize this collective energy in a popular global campaign on inequality in October, and we'll use the voices gathered, the stories, the words, the artworks, the hearts, to communicate the issue to new grassroots audiences. Essentially, we're using empathy as a tool for social change. The world is at a crucial tipping point for action on global inequality. With the deadline for the Millennium Development Goals in 2015, the door is open for new movements. We've got energy behind us, and we've got a vibrant team ready to work across 15 countries, but we need your support. Our vision for the future is ambitious, but these are the first concrete steps to start the conversation. We just need to start to untap the groundswell. Your support tonight will enable us to build our web platform to get people to start to share and connect. We want to use great web developers, and part of the money will support local designers. We'll be having a crowdfunding campaign in September to build our support base, so the funding will lay the groundwork for this crowdfunding to develop our visual design strategy. We will scale up the impact of the money, attract more partners, and be ready for a massive campaign launch in October. I want to leave you with the beautiful vision of 11-year-old Ashley. We share the same sky. Take a look through her eyes. We'd love you to join us.